Hello everyone, and welcome back to my Nike S10 channel and garage and my shop. I am the director behind the scenes. I'm Mike. So here we are with the information on the alternator for the Chevy Aveo and possibly the tensioner pulley. Let's see what we've got. Now this information, eBay, doesn't pertain to the tensioner pulley, only the alternator. Yeah, those alternators I've seen on eBay for my Aveo is for the Aveo and other vehicles is from 05 to 08. Mine's from 09 to 011. And there's the price range from 09 to 011. I paid the $130.77. The other alternators, half that, a fraction of that price. $50, $60, but they won't fit in my car. And here it is. I've gathered that information from the auto stores. Price varies, but they're $230 some, not in stock. You have to order it. And there's what I paid for my alternator, not starter. If I said starter, sorry. For my alternator. And a core too. There's your price for the store. I told you wrong. Here's the price. I apologize. Okay, give me a second. We'll be out to the garage, or out to where the alternator's at. Okay, here's the box, main box that my alternator came in. Here's the box that the alternator was in. And the information that comes with it, which you'll get with yours. And if you can possibly make out the blurred print on this, is the spec sheet. I can't make it out either. This camera on my phone, even though it's focused, still can't read it. But I wanted to show it to you anyway. That's the specs. Mine's blurred too. Nope, that is all. Okay, and here is the alternator. We're there. New as a shiny penny. Okay, give me a second. I'm going to go take it out to the garage and we'll get ready to see what we're going to get into with this. Okay, here we are out to the garage. Alternator. First thing you want to do, first and foremost, be safe, stay safe, extra caution. Unhook the battery completely. Some do, some don't. I do. And the alternator, that's going on. I'm just doing an alternator swap out because of mileage on my car and just a peace of mind. That's all. Okay. Let's see if this is all going to involve getting this off. And this orange fiberglass rod I'm going to use for a pointer, what I can use it for, so I can point to you the areas it needs to be dealt with. I may have to use my finger too. 137,000 plus miles on this motor. That won't pull synthetic, but that's all for that now. And my AC. Yep, the fan. Now, give me just a second. Now here are the tools. I'm going to see what we could do to get the alternator off. If it's possible with an air ratchet to get to the top starter bolt that I put in the last video or previous video, see if it'll work that way. That's all the reason why that air ratchet's there for. So that's not for this job. Okay, now here's the tools I'm going to need, maybe more, as I dig into this, or we dig into this to see what I'm going to need. So we can take this out of the equation now. Stator screwdriver, 3/8 extension, 2 of those. See if I get focus here on the wrenches I need. 14 6-point, 14 12-point, tight area. A ratchet. Most of my tools are Craftsman. Used them for many, many years. I got other 3/8 in case I need to change. Tensioner wrench I made, and this is a, if I can even see this, 13mm. I make a lot, well, some of my specialty tools. And my other, or third 3/8 extension, swivel if need to be. And an extension, 3/8, that makes up a swivel end instead of a stationary end. That will make a generic tighter fit of a swivel. And there we are. And the other socket is a, if I can read it for just a second. I have to get back to that, and I can't half read it myself. And this is for the motor mount, both these sockets. 17 half-inch drive, 6-point. That's what the breaker bar and that ratchet set up, and that extension's for. Now let's take a closer look at what this other socket is size-wise. $14mm, 6-point. Being a motor mount, you got all kinds of room, luckily. And of course the other one is 6-point. So let's take a look now at what we're going to need to start with to get into to see what here. Got to take the air tube off. And actually I changed the type of air filter from the box or canister to an inline filter. My own creation idea. Works great. A lot cheaper too. Got to take the top of the box, air box off to put a change filter. Take the air tube off, change this filter. Same difference. That orange stuff is silicone. I fixed a hole till I get another air, 90-degree air elbow in to change this out. It was a quick fix. Also seen it on YouTube. It's effective and a lot cheaper, but it works. So let's see what we can do. Take this off. Need to take this mass airflow sensor connection off. There's the lock to it. And then undo that clamp. And if you can barely see it, if not, time to use your fingers for your eyes. Down here, well, if you can possibly see it. Hold on. Maybe I can do it this way. Follow my finger. That clamp right there. Stator screwdriver. And of course this one. Stator screwdriver. So give me a second. Let's get this off. And as you can see, the air tube is off. No problem with the connection. And the air tube aftermarket from the auto store. 20 bucks. It works great for me. The car works and runs really great with it. Instead of having to fight the air box. Let's take a little more look down in here and see what we're getting into. Motor mount. There's the alternator, what you can see of it. Right there. Let me get my pointer here, and that's the alternator right there. And the motor mount, which is here. Now, the reason for the vice grips here, I wanted to bring this to your attention while I'm thinking of it now. Let me take these off. I actually went to a dealership and asked about this because I could not find, and there is no adjustment to the air pump power steering at all. There is no adjustment. They are stationary bolt-on. Now the alternator belt with the tensioner is the adjustment, but this particular belt right here, let me get my pointer, belt right there, only belt that don't have an adjustment. I went to a dealership to get some work done on the car that I couldn't do X amount of years ago, and I'd asked them, where's the adjustment? How do you get that belt off and on? They didn't change it, but the crew chief came over and had a talk with me about it. It's a slip off, slip on, cinch fit, corkscrew, screwdriver, not screwdriver, but corkscrew, roll on, fit. Now I'm going to tell you this. If you're a big person doing this, you're going to have a problem getting it on because there's pinch points in here, which is very tight. Period. Tight as tight can be. You actually literally have to roll, before you put the alternator belt on, just fit it in there because that has to go on before the power steering belt goes on. You have to roll these pulleys to get that belt on. Literally you have to. It don't hurt the belt unless you gouge it, but it will roll on. It's time consuming, but it works. Okay, onward to the main job. So here we are. So let's get the motor mount off and see what we're into, because the alternator has to come out the bottom. And the alternator bracket to the bottom is actually cast to the block, engine block itself. There's no bracket that actually bolts to the bottom of the block to the alternator. The earlier models, yes. 010, 09, 10, 11, no. So let's get started. Be right back. I want to bring back to your attention, sorry, so I get this to where you can see it. Rear wheel chalked, and jack stands on both sides. Can't be too safe. And what I made with a scissor jack and a saw blade, my engine stand to hold the motor up. Worked out really good. So let's get started. Okay, now we got the motor mount off. And gives us a better view of what we're getting into down in here. Interesting and looks like a little tight. This is the first time I've done this type of a change swap out, so we're going to see what we'll get into, and me being for the first time. So let's see what we got. Okay, pointer, here's a tension pulley. Now, right there. We're going to look into doing this while we're doing at the same time the alternator. And there's a better view of the alternator. Now, rule of thumb for serpentine belts of any type, 12 cracks per inch, change it. Bottom line. Okay, got the belt off. Let's get some more light down on the subject. And the tensioner pulley wrench that I designed, made for myself. You go counterclockwise to release tension and slip the belt off the alternator. And there's the alternator. To the left. And that pulley down there at the bottom is the crank pulley. Now it focuses, now we can see a whole lot better. Alternator, there it is. Okay, let's go down underneath and see what we got to do to get this off. And it's coming out through the bottom. Okay, here's the alternator. Let me get my hand up in here. The corner's not going to work because I can get it up in under here. There's the hot wire battery. Or hot wire charging, sorry. Starter wire's already on. It's on the starter. But that's the hot wire for charging. Right there. And the connection right here. Takes, from what I can see of it, standard long reach screwdriver and probably a half inch or a metric, a quarter inch drive. I had to go get my quarter inch set to do this. Be right back. Okay, from what I can see of this, I'm trying to finagle myself up in here. So give me a second or two. Okay. That connection, as you can see, female end, stator screwdriver at that tab, for what you can see of it. Lift up a little bit on it, in the other hand, tug a little, and right out it comes. And right there's where it came from. So let's go for that nut, as you can see right there, and get it. Be right back. Okay, now we're going to know what the bottom nut, or that charge nut, is on the alternator. Right there. If I can do this, I can point to it. Right there. Don't bother the other nut. That's part of the post. 12 millimeter, quarter inch. It took a bit of a grunt and tug to get that nut to break loose. All you do now is get the top bolt, bottom bolt of the alternator, and off it comes out the bottom, right through that opening hole right there. Give me a second. I get up in here. Well, hold on a second. Right up in this area here, where the alternator fits on the cast part of the block for the bracket. I hope they help make this easier on us. I use transmission fluid of any type and paint thinner. Paint thinner will go through rust and help the transmission fluid get into the threads and help unlock any rust lockup that we may have. So we're going to see how this works in this tight area. I sprayed it last night and let it soak. So let's give it a try. Okay, now here's how this goes. This bolt right here, the bottom one, which is actually the pivot bolt, as you're going to take it off and put it on. Didn't take much of a tug, break the bolt loose, transmission fluid and paint thinner worked out really, really good. It's tight, loose, over 3 inch finger, and it's coming on out. So I'm going to go to the top, get the top bolt, and get ready to get this thing out of here. Bear with me. Okay, I've just found out, and with this light, get it focused a little bit here to where we can see better. Hopefully you can, and this focuses. This bolt right there goes through the motor mount to the block to the alternator. Just found that out. I had it out and back in just to hold it there. I'm going to take the bottom one out, see if I'm taking this alternator on out. So let's see how it goes. Okay, y'all. Here is the bottom bolt for the alternator. It was loose enough from the top, and the bolt came out at right in this area, right there. All down the pointer, you'll see it. Trying to give you a better view of this. See that bit of what looks like a hole? That's where the bolt come out of. I'll go underneath and show you better. Came right out. The only thing holding it on now is this bolt right there. So let's go down underneath and see what we got. And by the way, for the 09 to 011 alternator swap out or change, I've seen no videos on YouTube done with this. Apparently I'm the first one. Yay! So let's see what we got if I can hold this and do this all at the same time. This might be a little tricky. Okay, right back. But anyway, well, before I go, up in right here is where that bolt come out of, the bottom one. So let's see. Well, I just found out that alternator's in there and it's tight. I'm going to take a dead blow and tap on the pulley. I'll show you when I get back up the top. Now I'm going to take either a body hammer, which looks like this, hard rubber or like a plastic and hard rubber, or the dead blow. Brass in, plastic in, and I'll try to hear you something. If you can hear that rattle, there's sand in there. That's why they call it a dead blow. When it hits or strikes, it don't want to bounce. So let's give this a try, see what happens. Down there on that alternator pulley, don't hammer it, tap it, but I'm going to see if this works. So let me see what I get first. I even tried a pry bar gently from the bottom bracket here to the transaxle. That didn't hurt anything. I lightly pried, that alternator won't budge. So by the looks of it, I'm going to have to take the motor mount off the block that bolts to the block, the other bracket, to get this alternator off. So let's give it a try and see what happens. We're learning at the same time here on this one. And that's the pry bar I used. Tried to. And there's the other mount that bolts to the block, which came off right there at this here's timing cover. Down right there, let me get my pointer. One hole back there, that one up to the alternator. And one up here, and that's off. So let's take a look, a little bit better look at this mount. That part right there for the bolt to go through is partly of where the alternator is at. And here's the way that it goes. On like so. So that's it. This is forged steel. So let's see if I get the alternator off now. Be right back. Okay. It's easier with that mount off the block by far to get to this. I found the top alternator bolt. Here it is. So it all turned out real good. So now I'm going to see if I can get the alternator off. Okay everyone, the alternator is off and out, and here it is. There's the OEM, or the original equipment manufacturer. It did not come out the top, I didn't even try it. But it's off, there it is. We have success, reverse process. Here we go back under the car so I can show you how I got it out. We're going to almost do like a somersault for me to get down here to show you this. So stay with me, y'all. Okay. Now then. Yeah, it's getting jumbled around, but we're making it work. Okay. Do not have to take the transaxle out. Don't have to move the exhaust or anything. But you have to turn, twist, corkscrew it. It will work. It came out this way. Yay. Right through here. Here's the crank pulley. AC prep hose. And inner fender well. The block. Transaxle. Right through here. Turn, twist, finagle like so. Out she comes. So we're going to reverse the process and put the new one in. Okay, so remember the prior video, putting a starter, taking it off and putting a new one in, swap out. If with the alternator off, air ratchet, and you can run an extension. I don't bump this, which is the silver bar you see right there. You can reach that top bolt on the starter from the bottom, alternator out of the way, or a shorter extension, but yeah, it can be done. And I ran it behind the intake bracket support piece right here, which I don't want to mess with. So you guys go on that. So now the alternator going back in, which is right there. So give me a second. Okay, I'm back. The alternator's up in there, and the bottom bolt right there is in. Voila. Let's go to the top and get the top bolted up and get this thing back together. It's gonna be an acrobat doing this. Oh well, like I said, I'll pick the tools up later, no biggie. Okay. Next bolt. Let's do it to it. Okay. Alternator is folded back up. Snug down snug. And the I get myself finagle back up in there. A hot stud right here. That nut went from a 12 millimeter to a half, 1/4 inch drive. Just snug it. Over tighten it, you break or you strip, you're in trouble. And just put the female plug back on, and you got it. This part is done. All I do now is the front to the motor mounts, the belt, and fire it back up. So, be right back. Okay, here's the tensioner and pulley I was going to put on the Aveo, but this one's not going to work. Typo, one end or the other on the information when I ordered. So I'm going to send this one back and get the one I need and double check, triple check. And by the looks of it, this setup will go on from the bottom instead of having to go through all this, taking the belt off. Well, I'll take the belt off to put the tensioner, take it off and put on. But as far as taking the belt completely off and the motor mount and all that, this can be done from the bottom by the way it looks, but not with this one. So that'll be another video. Now we're going to put the motor mount back on and the block mount. I'll check our core specs a little bit. Now, whoops! I threw my footstool. No biggie. I'm back. I'm a short person. Now, in case you're wondering how in the world that tight a fit, can you get that bottom lower right bolt from the motor engine bracket, engine mount, out, because there's not enough room between that and the body to do it. Well, guess what? If I get this pointer to work for me good, the dark spot right there is a hole. And look how it lines up with that bolt. That's how you get it out and back in. Just be careful you don't drop it. You don't want to do that. So, here we go. Well, I'm back. Okay, everything's on. Motor mount's all tightened down. I'm running out of battery. So, When I get the belt on, I'll get back to you and show you that everything's finished up. So stay safe, be safe, and keep those wrenches turning, and I will catch up to you in a little bit. Have a great one. God bless, be safe, stay healthy. Maniacal S10 Garage signing off. Like, subscribe, hit that subscribe button, and share. Thanks everyone. Bye.